I've always loved hiking, so last weekend I decided to explore a trail I'd never tried before. The forest was quiet at first, just birds and the wind brushing through the leaves. I was enjoying myself, taking pictures, when I noticed something strange. About 30 minutes in, the trail split into two paths. One looked well-worn, the other overgrown. I chose the overgrown one, thinking it would be more adventurous. Almost immediately, the air changed. It felt heavier, cooler. I kept walking, but I started hearing noises that didn't belong. Soft snapping of twigs, just behind me. I thought maybe it was an animal, but it didn't sound right. The steps weren't random. They matched my pace. I stopped. I held my breath. Silence. Then I heard it again. Slow, deliberate. Step, step, step. I turned quickly, but the trail was empty. Nothing. Just the trees. I started walking faster. My backpack felt heavier with every step. My heart was racing. And that's when I saw it. A figure, far ahead, standing in the middle of the trail. Tall, thin, dressed all in black. No face I could see, just black. I froze. My instincts screamed at me to run, but my legs wouldn't move. The figure didn't move either, just stood there, watching. I slowly reached into my pocket for my phone. No signal, not even a bar. My stomach twisted with fear. I took a step forward. The figure didn't move. I took another. Still nothing. Then it lifted its arm. Not fast, not sudden, just slowly, pointing down the trail I had already walked. I felt my legs shake. Something in my gut told me to go back, but the path looked different now. Trees were closer, shadows were deeper, and I could still hear the snapping of twigs behind me, following me. I started to run. My feet hit the dirt hard, my lungs burning. I didn't look back. I didn't want to, but then I tripped. My phone went flying out of my hand. It landed with the screen facing down, and that's when I heard it. A whisper, soft, barely audible, coming from the direction of my phone. "Don't leave, stay with us." I scrambled to grab my phone, but the whisper came again, louder this time, closer. I don't know how, but I got up and started running again. The trail kept twisting, turning, and I felt like I was going in circles. Every time I looked behind me, I saw glimpses of something dark moving between the trees, keeping pace with me. And then I realized it wasn't just one. I ran faster, my legs burning, lungs screaming. The forest seemed to stretch forever, twisting in ways that didn't make sense. I kept hearing footsteps, more than one now. Step, 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 echoing behind me, always matching my pace. The trail I thought I knew was gone. Trees pressed in from both sides, branches scratching my arms and face. Shadows moved where there shouldn't be shadows. Every time I tried to turn, I caught only a glimpse, tall, black shapes slipping between the trees. My phone buzzed in my hand. I didn't dare check it. A warning feeling told me to keep moving. But then I heard the whisper again, soft, almost a breath in my ear. "You shouldn't have come here." I froze for a second. My head whipped around. Nothing, just trees. But the footsteps didn't stop. They circled me now, slow, deliberate. I could feel them, not on the path, around me. Panic set in. I ran blindly, crashing through brush, falling over roots. My knees and hands were scratched raw. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would explode. Then I saw it. The figure from before, one of them, was ahead, standing in the middle of the trail. But this time, it wasn't alone. There were others. At least 3, maybe more, tall and thin, dressed in black. They didn't move at first. They just watched. I swallowed hard, feeling the fear in my chest freeze me for a second too long. The whispers started again, multiple voices overlapping. "Stay, stay, stay." I turned and ran, hoping to find another exit, another trail, anything. But the forest had changed. Trees that were behind me were now in front. Branches reached out as if the forest itself was alive, slowing me down. Something grabbed my ankle. I fell hard, rolling into the dirt. Pain shot through my leg. I tried to scream, but my voice sounded small, swallowed by the forest. I pushed myself up. The shadows were closing in. I could hear their slow, deliberate steps. Breathing, close, heavy waiting. I didn't know how much longer I could run. The forest seemed endless. Every time I thought I saw the trail, it disappeared. Every time I tried to hide, the whispers found me. And then I realized they were above me now. From the trees, tall shapes leaning down, watching, whispering. I ran faster, but the forest seemed to stretch longer. The voices grew louder. You can't leave, you'll stay with us. I don't know how far I've gone. I don't know how long I've been running. Every tree, every shadow looks the same. And the footsteps, they never stop. I'm starting to feel them near me again, just behind my shoulder, breathing close, waiting. I kept running, but the forest wasn't the same as when I started. Every turn I took, every path I thought I recognized, led me back to the same spot. The trees were taller here, their shadows thick and heavy, pressing down like the sky was too close. The whispers followed me, not far behind now, almost at my ears. They weren't saying anything I could understand, just soft, broken words that made my skin crawl. I tripped again, falling face first into the dirt. My hands scraped raw on roots and stones. As I struggled to get up, I heard a soft snap behind me, like a branch breaking under a heavy step. I didn't look, but I could feel it. Something was right there. I scrambled to my feet and ran faster. The air smelled different now, damp, earthy, but also rotten, like something had been lying there for days. The shadows seemed alive, moving in ways that shouldn't be possible. Something shifted in the trees, and I caught a glimpse of movement, tall, thin shapes, their limbs too long, stretching between the trunks. I stopped for a moment, gasping, trying to calm my racing heart. That's when I noticed something on the trail in front of me. Footprints. Not human footprints. Thin, elongated, clawed marks pressed into the dirt. And they were fresh. I turned around. The shadows behind me were closer. Not running, just gliding, watching, waiting. The whispers grew louder. Stay, they said. Stay, repeated over and over. I didn't wait. I ran. I ran until my lungs burned, my legs screamed, and I could barely see through the darkness. The shapes were still there, following, circling, never stopping. Then I saw a faint light ahead, maybe a clearing, maybe someone's campsite. My heart lifted. Hope. Safety. I ran toward it, screaming for help. But the closer I got, the clearer I heard it. The whispers weren't coming from the shadows anymore. They were all around me, from the trees, the ground, even the air. And then I felt it brush my shoulder. Cold. Wet. Wrong. Someone was walking right beside me, matching my pace. I didn't look. I couldn't. The light ahead flickered. Fainter now. I ran harder, but the footsteps, the whispers, they never left. I'm still running. I don't know if I'll ever get out. The forest, it's alive. It's waiting. And it's still following me. I ran into a small cabin and locked the door. The forest went quiet. When I looked out the window, the tall black figures were standing right at the tree line, staring at me. All night, I heard them whisper, "Stay."